And I should be live for yet another Mass Effect stream. Woohoo! Woohoo! I will wait a little bit of time to let people start moseying their way into the chat. In the meantime, I am going to both talk and paste some text about what has happened in the interim. Because I am streaming mainly the main missions, but that doesn't mean that some of the side missions lack content that is technically relevant to the overall plot. So I will be showing some of that material as well. So, I'm gonna literally just paste the whole glob of crap in here, and then I will explain what said glob of crap stuff is. So the first one is that, as I say, my team infiltrated several Cerberus bases, and Cerberus is a Black Ops organization that used to be part of the Alliance, and they're doing a whole lot of creepy, questionable tests on human beings and other creatures and the like. And so Cerberus is going to pop up again starting in Mass Effect 2. So I thought I'd give that slight side mention of I did a side mission where that happened. And hi, Lily! Please sing the Doom song. The Doom song is the best song. The second thing that I did that is relevant plot-wise that happened during a side mission is that I ran into an Asari diplomat, and her name was Nisana Dancius, and she wanted me to save her sister from mercenaries. It turned out she actually wanted to trick me into murdering her sister, who was actually the leader of a mercenary gang. So after I killed the mercenaries and found out that Nisana had lied to me, I was like, dude, not cool. And Nisana was like, too bad, you solved my problem. Yay, bye-bye, and walked off. So she's a poop head, but she got what she wanted. She no longer has a mercenary sister to blackmail her, and yeah. And then the last thing that is plot relevant, and this thing ain't gonna be plot relevant until literally, technically it's plot relevant in Mass Effect 2, but you don't know. But in Mass Effect 3 it gets brought to the forefront, is, I was working with the Alliance to take down this rogue virtual intelligence that had gained sentience and become an AI. And it was a military, machine, and they were like, you know, we can't have, an AI that's sentient running around, so please shut it down. So I shut the thing down. The entire time it was basically trying to stop me from shutting it down. It's actually a really cool mission. If it weren't so shooting intensive, I might have streamed it. And then you shut down the rogue AI, and this does come back. So that is totally fine if your attention is divided, Lily. Have fun with the Pokemon stuff of Doom. And hello, Jaya! Thanks so much for joining me as well. I'm excited. Hopefully I am not too caffeinated up. I was dead tired around like 3:30 p.m. Like I had to take a nap, and now I am being a Starbucks slut and boosting my caffeine up. So you're welcome, Starbucks, for the free advertising. Early yet? Okay, cool. So, I'm going to get into the main mission very soon, but I actually wanted to do one small side mission thing just for shits and giggles. So I'm actually going to be loading some old saves just so that I can show you something for shits and giggles. Because this is sort of a meme-worthy guy. He's entertaining, and I wanted you guys to see the whole adventure of this dude for himself. So, this is the first save with this dude. And this is Conrad Verner. You guys might have remembered seeing Conrad in an earlier stream. He's my fan who's like, oh, Commander Shepard! I met Commander Shepard! Well, you keep on running to him repeatedly throughout Mass Effect 1, so I basically did the save points to each of the dialogues for Conrad Verner in the later conversations. Yep, you remember Conrad? We're getting more Conrad. So this is what happens when you talk to him.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Verner. Remember me?
Hi, Conrad. Yes, I remember you.
There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home.
My fanboy.
And your grace and skill have inspired a whole legion of admirers, too. Hey, can I get your picture?
Because that's not creepy at all. First an autograph and now a photo. This is escalating.
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
Are you kidding? Nobody will believe that I talked with the beautiful Commander Shepard unless I get a picture.
Fucking fanboy.
Just hold up your gun. Perfect.
And shoot him in the foot. Just kidding.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, buddy, wow. And while I'm on this save, I'm actually gonna do one more thing. Because... wow, Conrad. Wow. Yeah. Lily, I love him. Yeah, I think he's great. He's just the right amount of obnoxious. My wife is gonna love this. Yeah, I highly doubt that for some reason. For multiple reasons. So while I'm on this save, I'm going to do one more thing.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle.
Remember the reporter that we punched in the face last time?
Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for...
There's actually a little bit of fallout. I chose some dialogue options that were actually sort of stupid. Even though I selected all of, like, the morality choices, it doesn't mean that I chose all the good options. So this is actually a quick conversation showing what happens if you talk too long with the reporter instead of cut her off. The smartest thing to do is actually cut her off.
Stand
so I'm
by,
gonna show
shore party.
that little
Decontamination
fallout,
in
which is on the
progress.
save. And then we're gonna continue on with even more Conrad Verner!
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard.
And you
XO
literally
Presley
have
stands
to
relieved.
talk to Conrad Verner in the Paragon nicer things. Otherwise he'll get pissed and buzz off, and he might even go and kill himself accidentally trying to fight things. So, I'm doing the Paragon options. Alright, anyway, here's the fallout for the reporter, right here.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
So yeah, the reporter got me talking too long that I accidentally said something I shouldn't have.
I wasn't aware of that. I won't discuss him again, sir.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, and there's that. So that's all I'm showing on this save. And the other save with the next Conrad conversation. The third and final conversation with Conrad is here. Politically inconvenient. Yeah, right? That's one way of phrasing it.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back.
What's this gonna escalate to now?
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
I got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
We should have expected this, right?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
Yeah. Yeah, this fanboy now thinks that he can stand toe-to-toe with me.
I believe you, Conrad. but there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
Spoiler alert, this will not set him straight permanently. We will see him in Mass Effect 2, and it will be even worse. Hey! Hello, Silas! You didn't miss anything except Conrad Verner being a dumb fuck. Yes, that's Conrad Verner. Conrad Verner has escalated to taking photographs of me and asking to join the Spectres with me. Yeah. Yeah, good job, Conrad. Glad to have you with us. So now we are about to start the main mission. So good timing. And so there are 2 different locations that I can investigate next. So you'll notice here I can investigate Noveria because there is reports of Geth on the world. And I can also investigate Pharos, another planet that appears to have Geth troops on it. So obviously in tracking down Saren, seeing where the fuck the Geth are makes sense. So plot-wise, it makes a slight more sense to do Noveria first. So we are doing Noveria. I also feel like doing Noveria today. So we will try to do that. I should have looked up who the squad mates are that get Rex to say some really hilarious things. If you have the right squad mate formation, you can get Rex to go on and on about eat him, eat him. I've never actually triggered it, even though I followed the instructions. But yeah, we'll try to get Rex to say something stupid. If we don't get Rex to say something stupid, at least now you will know that with the right combination of squad mates, Rex can say really stupid shit on Noveria, and it's great. Rex is also a really good person to bring on Noveria for a reason I will not yet disclose. So, here, let's describe what Noveria is like. Noveria is a small, frozen terrestrial world barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Noveria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Noveria's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. The capital is Port Hanshin, and that is where we're going to be. Yes, this is creepy corporation land, where everything is wrong. So, here we go. This will have one of my least favorite Solarians, but not my least favorite Solarian, and he makes it up by having purple eyes. My least favorite Solarian is in Mass Effect 3, and I will punch her in the face repeatedly. Due to certain events I will not disclose, I am picking my squad mates.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
You guys don't get to pick
Normandy,
this
arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Alright, I'm actually gonna drop the volume a little bit for this music. We're gonna keep on trying to get this game to cooperate with its sound mixing. And in the end I didn't feel like I wanted to wear the dress, so I'm just wearing something casual. When we do something later, we can dress it up. SSV, I should know what it is. I forgot. Originally, though, fun fact, it was really originally going to be, No, it was originally going to have a slightly different font. the SSV, so it looked like it said ass when the ship flew upside down, and the development team was like, obviously we needed to fix that. And everybody, because, oh, no, it was originally, it's now SR, it's now the SR-1 Normandy, and it was originally, you were originally going to see painted on the sides SSV Normandy. So when you see the SSV upside down, it looks like ass, and everyone was like, no, you should have kept that, that's perfect. Hello! Thank you for arriving.
Commander, something you need?
Okay.
I have to go.
Say to Joker.
Alright, see ya.
And now let's get going on to start the Noveria stuff. Hello, John. Okay, So, Liara and Rex are gonna be my buddies. Oh, it's a friend of you guys! That's even more awesome! Hello, friend of friends! That makes you even more awesome. You were already awesome to start with, of course. Adorable and Nightmare. I can jive with this. Okay. Here we go. Rex and Liara. And here we go. Okay, so Light's looking up the SRs and SSV stuff. I still wish they had kept the upside down ass. Especially in a game like this where there is ass.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay. So. Let you guys all take a peep at what this world is. So outside there, it is a snowy nightmare. So I'm glad that we are parked indoors. Yes, Lily, it's like that, yes.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
If you do this as a renegade, you will actually pull guns on each other. It's quite fun.
All you need to know is I have more credentials than you.
They plan to be trouble, ma'am.
I can't let you enter the port area without confirmation of your identity. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Oh, there's the guns.
Don't try it.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock!
We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Parasini-san, trying to pull in the Japanese. Trying. And we can talk more with Maiko Matsuo.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Get out of here.
Okay, here we are. Big guy with the red on his head looks like a good hugger. He's a murder boy, but he can hug too. Murder hugs.
Weapons detectors. Don't mind the alarms.
Alarms go beep. Gianna Parasini. Yes! Murder boys still need hugs. There's one Tumblr blog I've seen that's called Krogans Give the Best Hugs, and I've always meant to check it out because it's such a good name. Rex, the big boy, is a species called Krogan.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Vulcan meets, wow, I'm blinking out on names. I was like, The Orion slave girl. That's really what the Sari are, is those two meeting.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
Is this privacy intended to hide illegal research?
This planet is beyond the jurisdiction of the Citadel. The law is what the executive board says it is. Do you know how valuable this planet is? How many advances in genetics and artificial intelligence got their start here?
Yeah, still fishy.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia? She is here?
Reminder, that's Liara's mommy. That's why I brought Liara.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
This is my opinion of Analeas.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Okay, and there's like about
She's
500
here. I can't believe
ways.
it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
Okay, I'll finish what I'm saying after the convo with Liara.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Peace. Okay, so as I was saying, there's like a fuck ton of different ways that the next segment can go. You're gonna run into a lot of legal red tape and shittiness. And there's about, like, 8 different fucking ways you can get around
to Port
it.
Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety, and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available.
Friendly.
Thank you, and enjoy
Friendly! Oh, friendly! Right!
The managers warned us about you.
Any of those ways involve hugs? No. But they do involve non-hugs. I'm trying not to give away too much. I'm not gonna take that route. But there are some very interesting routes. Yeah, friendly and administrators do not go together. I will show you immediately. Let's just go straight to the administrator. Administrator Analeas. See, and you can continue to see what a snowy, shitty nightmare it is outside. Ew, snow. Yep. Here we go. Hello, Gianna Parsini again.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Analeas.
One moment, please. Mr. Analeas?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
He already sounds so happy to see me. And he hasn't even seen me yet. Hey, butthead.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the executive board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Yeah, I hate this guy. Yeah, Analeas is a Solarian. His eyes are even more purple in the original. I fucking hate this guy.
I'm conducting an investigation. It's a matter of galactic security.
Yes, isn't everything? I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
Do you do business with Saren?
Oh my
Agent
gosh!
Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
Oh my gosh. You compared it to Bleakley. Okay, this was a crossover I did not think about before. Holy shit, Lilo and Stitch Mass Effect crossover would be good shit, dudes. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, yeah, that woman. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Shit, what's her name?
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
Alright. Personal escort. Cargo. What does all this mean?
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapon screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
Oh, Rex, I love you.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Shepard, I am sure that there are other people here who could help us.
Butt fart.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Issues on Peak 15. That sounds weird.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
See, I fucking hate that guy. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about. This is why I hate this guy. Yeah, major plot happening, y'all.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
Alright, and now Parasini said something interesting. She said she has pass opportunities so that I can fucking get off. Okay, yeah, I actually kind of like him. Like, okay, I will admit, I hate Ananias in the sense that he's one of those fun antagonists in that he's annoying, but he's not so annoying that you want to, like, throttle him. He didn't shoot us, therefore he's not as bad as I thought. Well, how do you know he's not going to shoot us later?
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Alright, so we're looking up a dude named Lorik Keen. That is not written as Keen, that's written as Keen.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
And then we can do some world building shit, ask more about this Port Hanshan and Noveria and all the corporation worlds and how sketchy all of this shit is.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Ilanis Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, the thing I love about my job is I don't have to deal with humans.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Ilanis also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen synthetic insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
At least she's nicer. Alright, here we go. And now let's go to the 3,000 different ways that we can, get a pass. Because there are multiple options. Some of them are fast, some of them are slow. I'm gonna do the full dragged out version because it'll just XP and experience and you get to see more shit. Spectre is a badass word. It's like, yo, I am the ultimate butt-kicking machine and the law won't stop me. It's such a fun-sounding word, too.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanchan.
Hello, Opold.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
Cool. You want me to smuggle. You just met me and you're like, hey, can I smuggle?
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
You can say, sure.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Annaleus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
So turning in the smuggling thing is one of the fastest ways to get off of this place.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
But I'm actually gonna smuggle for shits and grins. Also, Silas, you know if you say Mountain Dew, I am obligated by law to start singing a certain song by the name of Mountain Dew, right? Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Well, the preacher rode by with his head hoisted high, said his wife had been down with the flu. He thought that I ought to sell him a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. Frickin' Silas set that up. I wonder how the jellyfish taste. Well, that would be like, you know, murder. But hey, maybe we can get away with murder and eat somebody. Ah, you guys are too nice. Too nice. Too nice is the lily. Alright, so I grabbed up my smuggle thingy. And now we can actually chat a bit more with these people.
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
She's a butt face, though, towards me. And then Matsuo's a little bit more talkative.
Good day, Commander. I trust you are behaving yourself, not mixing yourself up in any questionable activities.
Ha! You say that right after I start smuggling.
Hypothetically speaking, what would you do?
If you were, I would have to recite some tedious speech, then ask you to leave. Just so we understand each other.
Why are you still here? Are you guarding my ship?
She knows.
All of the companies have secrets. Some of them deal in things that are not quite legal. Having a Spectre here makes them nervous. Annaleus Sama is buried under petitions to kick you off world.
Oh, he got a Sama! Oh, he's that important! He does not deserve a Sama. He deserves like a Teme! I'd call him Teme! Sama! To be all anime on you.
Then you're actually protecting Normandy from the companies.
I am protecting them from themselves. They do not have the personnel or training to assault an Alliance frigate.
There are guards everywhere. Are there that many problems here?
I am sure Parasini-san gave you the ultra-special blah blah about business here. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone else, but everyone also thinks they have a special right to kick over everyone else.
So fun fact, they're actually getting the Japanese wrong. She said Parasini-san, but what she did was she combined a last name with the san. You're actually supposed to combine the first name. As far as I'm aware. I am a noob on Japanese, like don't treat me as an expert, but I'm pretty damn sure you don't combine the last name with the stuff. Pretty sure you do it with the first name.
So you have to keep them from getting too eager.
Most of my job is diplomacy. Two corps start yelling at each other, my people walk in, flash some ceramic, and they start talking civilly. If there is anything this job has taught me, it's how to be impartial.
Again, don't take me 100% at my word. It's been several years since I've really dove into the Japanese. I need to get my ass back on it.
Don't they have their own security forces?
Everything from hackers to mercenaries. They have investments to protect, after all. But we are the only ones allowed to bear arms. Which is why the companies constantly try to bribe my people. I have a clear policy against freelancing. Anyone who works on the side is fired.
Yeah, this is... There's so many ethical things going on here. Japanese-ish, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
You first. I'm just a security guard. I heard that there were no human specters. How did you get that job?
Body count. That's a good answer. I'll do this one. That's actually accurate. I love body count, though.
My crew and I were involved in Saren's raid on Eden Prime.
You disabled the nuke. That makes sense. Special Tactics likes people who can think on their feet. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out, and went private sector. I was under fire a few times, so I ended up leading this detail.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
I mean, she's chill. Very soldier type, but she's chill. Alright. Now we get to do more smuggling and then track down that Laura Keene dude. That is true about things in the future. Always irks me that nukes are still around in the future. Yeah, interesting point, but this game is a weird combination of optimism and the fact that people will be people, aka people will be shitty. Oh, I need to talk to fucking Opold again.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
Yeah, literally, whenever I tell my mom about this video game series, because my mom's a Trekkie, I'm like, Mom, you would love this. It has enough of a Star Trek similar vibe to it. I think you could totally get behind this.
Your customer would prefer to have his package. Tell me who it's for, or I walk.
Your customer would prefer to have his package. That's what she said.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. Now, does the other have the package?
I'm keeping it.
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
I think it's a different dude, but not that Inamorta won't try to kill you depending on how you do this, gameplay.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous.
The other's words possess the discomforting ring of truth. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
That's thoughtful of you.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
Alright, there we go. And we did some smuggling.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be really suspicious and uncomfortable around me here. I'm basically the only, law enforcement, basically, that this place will recognize the authority of, and only, like, barely. They'll be like, ugh, around me the entire time. So all y'all who are playing Mass Effect, I encourage you to do different routes for how to get the pass. There's literally so many different ways of doing this. Hi. Nerd.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my eco's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
Expensive water. I should pull out the LaCroix that's in this building. Just to be on point. I love Turians.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Annihilus. And the Matriarch came through.
I freaking love the design of the Turians. They're such a good design. It would make a cool hat! Yes! It would!
Do you know where that Matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
So the place that we're going sounds sketchy. How about that?
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Laura Keene was on the take. Annihilus shut down SI's offices. Quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Annihilus or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Except for a pass, obviously. Alright, so let's go to Lorik Keene, which this guy did name drop as a possibility, and he explained a little bit of why Lorik Keene might be a way to get a pass. And yes, there is a way to get the pass through Annihilus. We're getting the pass through Lorik Keene instead. I honestly haven't decided which ending I want with this. I've cut out like half of the endings already by my choices, but there are other endings that are way fun. Some of them less violent than others. And here we go.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
Still feel like the volume on the music is loud in this area. I sort of remember that from my last playthroughs. Alright, so someone called me. What do you want, milady?
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
I almost feel like I have seen Asari hat merchandise stuff. So the armor that Commander Shepard is wearing, my player character, I have seen lots of really cool sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff with that red stripe on it, but they're usually expensive as fuck if you go through the official channels, which is why I don't own one yet, which is sad. Hey, John has good tastes.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
Yep, lots of sketchy shit happening here.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
So I've seen some of those hoodies in person before, and I've been like, oh, those look cool. So they are awesome. This is illegal, or I'll do it.
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here's the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I've assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services.
So there is...
I noticed
there was
he
one
has a tell.
season where I went into Walmart and they had like red and white stripes along the sleeves, almost exactly like Commander Shepard's armor, except on both sides. And I saw that from Walmart and I was so tempted to buy it just because of fucking Mass Effect nerdery. I didn't buy it, but I was laughing so hard because it totally looked like Mass Effect ripoff.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
I totally ignored her explanation, but that's okay because you can either go through with her assignment or you can intentionally scuff it up. As with lots of the sketchy assignments, you can choose to basically two-time people.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
See, you can literally just turn her in, which I'm actually going to do for the sake of brevity.
Actually, I wanted to warn you. An agent of the Aramali Council hired me to break into your network. She gave me this.
The sketchy jobs are fun to do.
A cracking device. I appreciate your forthrightness, Shepard. Now that we know what to look for, our IT people can have a little fun with the Asari. We'll isolate their viruses and feed them false data. If you'll excuse me.
So, I'm literally playing an inconsistent character because I totally just did the smuggling, and then now I just turned someone in.
What sort of offer did they make you?
Good. So it's sort of just
They'd only write them down.
Screw around, do whatever I fucking feel like.
Of course.
The sketchy jobs are fun though, and depending on how sketchy you play, see these Paragon and Renegade numbers, is if you get the Renegade up very high, you will earn special missions that you wouldn't get if you played a different type of game. And if you get the Paragon up really high, you will unlock other missions that only a Paragon gets. So depending on how you play, you literally can play different missions. Oh, you in your real life. Of course, Lily. Oh, they updated a few things. That is very updated. Visually. And still snowy as fuck outside. Okay, let's get to Lorik Keen. Lorik Keen, who is my way to get a fucking pass. Hi, dude.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
I need to get up to peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
The administrator won't give us garage access.
Not surprising. Of course, all the managers have access as well. I do, for that matter.
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
With boobs. Just gonna point
Young
that out.
males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Again, her boobs are hanging out. That's probably what the thing was that the guys were looking at, not the pinstripe suit.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers.
Buoys.
Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Do you know why Benezia's here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Alright, so he's pretty unwilling to give information until I name drop that I know who he is, in which I will do right now. Yeah, Benezia is out there with her boobs out. That's different, Liara. Talk to Liara about her mom's dress.
Are you Lorik Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
Again, I need to get to peak 15!
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
So Analeus is being a poop butt. So we go through the dude who's annoyed at Analeus being a poop butt.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Alright, so let's do this.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... what is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
How about that? After Matsuo was like, I have a policy against my people being hiring out, they get hired out anyway. Also, I love the fly in the ointment idiom mess up that cracks me up.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Doesn't care if people die, but does care about whether or not the blood stains the carpet. Good priorities in order. Okay, it's such a good thing whenever people write stories where fucking aliens or other cultures get the fucking, idioms wrong, it always makes me so happy.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
I'll just show you guys the rest of this world.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on the
So that's Ina Morta, the guy that you can't actually do smuggle stuff directly with.
Beat it.
You can either give the weapons directly to the dude, or, you know, give it to Opold like I did. Can't do that one.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets
I always liked
and
the
lies.
circles above. Looks so cool. And you still see the snow coming down. Cat being annoying, BRB. Understandable. How dare the cat do that?
Any results?
I'll lie and say it's done.
Everything went as planned. You should see results soon.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
Only 500. Alright. I thought you might have wanted to provide more, since you couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
Yeehaw! There's actually one more location I can get some loot. Doopy-doopy-doo. Nope. Never mind. Ignore moi. You got the money from her? Yeah, so what I did was I turned her in, but I didn't tell her that I turned her in. So she thinks that she's gonna, get the data from that. Because I was supposed to plant a bug. I told the dude that she was planting the bug, and the dude's gonna use the bug to feed her false information. So she has no way of knowing that I turned her in. So yeah, you can totally extort credit from people. Totally moral. All the moral choices you can make in this game. Which is half of the fun. You can choose to be a good guy, or you can choose to be a little sleazy. Alright. Trying to remember the really I hate this map. It's a really shitty map. Oh, Shepard can be worse than Rufus. Rufus is hilariously bad and does things out of selfishness. Shepard and by Mass Effect 3 can do some horrible things. And yet the shit that got banned in other countries was the sex... Actually, it's the sex scene with Liara, I think, that got it banned. Well, I guess Liara and Shira both, because people were like, oh my gosh, sex, and oh my gosh, lesbian sex. So people flipped the fuck out. Alright, so here's Laura Keene's office.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
I like these dialogue options, so we're gonna go renegade dialogue.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Keene is under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Usually... Yeah, you're gonna get... shot. Fight time! Yep, lots of lesbian sex. The game delivers in that. Combat time! Yep. Oh, that's fucking still overheated. Fine. Okay, now I actually have to, like, pretend I'm paying attention. Usually when I'm like doing combat on streams, I'm like la 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 instead of actually fighting. Maybe I should actually fight. Yeehaw, one down. Dead. Oh, Dragon Age has gay sex too? Hee-haw! Oh yeah, that's right, Zevran, who is such a sexual character. I started to romance him, and then he ended up being a bit too weak for me. So I ended up, not dating him. I like Zevran so much. He's great. Great. What a fucking dork-ass dork. Alright, did I shoot everyone? Yeah, it's sort of interesting to see as times change what was and wasn't scandalous at the time. So why are we shooting? Asked Lily. So we went into Lorik Keen's office because Director Ananias, the Administrator Buttfart, Administrator Ananias, he was having Lorik Keen's offices searched and all sorts of stupid stuff. And then some of the security people were hiring themselves out as mercenaries illegally to get information. So the mercenaries are the people I ran into, and I was like, hey, mercenaries are not supposed to be in here, and some of them left and others stayed to shoot. So we went to get information from Lorik Keen's computer that proves that Ananias is a big giant poop fart. So that's what we just downloaded.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
Space bills. Yeah. Although the mercenaries are being very illegal and very sketchy and doing very sketchy shit.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after you break your legs.
Damn fucking snipers. I'm still laughing at your comment about space bills, though. Everyone goes to Jody. Bye-bye. Dead. Okay, Kyra's still alive. Okay, see, Mass Effect is cowards because they haven't given us a Krogan romance yet. I demand a Krogan romance. I also demand a Salarian romance. I demand romances with all the species. We should have a Hanar romance! Think of all the tentacle fuckers want a romance with Hanar. Like, come on. Tentacle fucking. Hanar. Fuck the jellies. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's still one more fucking person. Okay. Fine. It's worthless to try to shoot me down. Wait, they don't have a dwarf romance in Dragon Age yet? What are they sleeping on? No, seriously, what are they sleeping on? Wow! Wow! No! We need a Krogan romance. We need a Salarian romance. We need a dwarf romance. I am demanding this. This is absolutely atrocious. Completely atrocious. His fuck counter would be off the charts, Jaya. Not that I would mind. I am endlessly fuckable. That's what she said. Even the Hobbit movies had a dwarf
Commander,
romance.
there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
I'm entirely innocent from all of the gun noises.
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
I love swears. By the second Mass Effect, you will hear the word fuck. There is a character who says fuck, and it makes me so happy. Sometimes she'll say fuck several times in one conversation, and I just cry happily. Oh, there's so many awkward elevator conversations in Mass Effect 1. It's great. All the awkward elevator stuff. Okay. So let's talk to Parasini. Meet me for a drink, she says forcefully. You guys are all so fucking gay. Oh, right, she said for a drink. Going the wrong way. Come on, fish. Go the right way. Oh, no, you're going the wrong way. I'm quoting a Square Dance song that none of you guys are gonna know. I love you guys so much. And yet again, the conversations in my Mass Effect streams devolve into swear words and sex. Why am I not surprised? I guess this is what happens when you play an adult game. I'm just so laughing. Yeah! Spider-Ham. Fuck. I love that Spider-Ham short, BT dubs. That was such a good short. Alright. So Parasini. There she is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Hello.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook,
Shut
not
up,
a moron.
Silas.
He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
So, there's still multiple endings I could choose from this. I won't do the most dramatic ones, but there's definitely things that you can do. You can do things that really piss Parasini off. People can die, or things can go smoothly. Like, there are options here.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
All right. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
I'm almost tempted to do the more dramatic ending, except I don't like some Okay, I like the dramatic ending, but we shouldn't. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna be Paragon-y. We're gonna be Paragon. We're gonna be Paragon.
I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers.
We're gonna be Paragon.
Full benefits.
Capitalism, love it. Yeah, this is the fucking capitalism, love it planet. I fucking hate this planet. It's great. There's a Mass Effect 2 corporate planet that's also sketchy. People who've watched previous streams probably remember that one.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
If these executives don't blame Ananias for provoking this, they're fools. You should eat them.
Yes!
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will
Yes!
testify.
I got the eat them
Make
conversation.
Whatever arrangements you need with your contact, I will wait here.
I think you can say it in multiple dialogues, but I'm so glad I got the Rex eat him conversation. I've been meaning to trigger that dialogue for forever. Yes! I got him to say eat them. That's like almost clip worthy, just kidding. Ah, I love you, Rex. Eat him! No, you missed it! I will have this on YouTube. It is 1 minute and... I mean, it's 1 hour and 12 minutes in. I love you, Rex. See, he's got such a sense of honor, but he's also such a brute about it. I love him so much. Made such an interesting character. It would have been so easy to go with the stereotypical barbarianistic whatnot Hulk dudes, but instead you really build things up. Yes, I do have a YouTube. Thank you. I have the YouTube link mentioned on my about on this Twitch page. So you can go to Twitch and literally see the YouTube. That's for my specifically video game YouTube. I have a separate YouTube for some music stuff as well, but the video game one, yeah, you can get a link to it right from there. Maybe I could make it a highlight, Lily.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Attic is also a fish. Beautiful.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent.
I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
And BT Dubs, in Mass Effect 2, she will get you that beer. You can also foil her mission, and you'll run into her in Mass Effect 2, and she'll be like, "You sucker, you fucked up my, research." Fuck you. But yeah, we did the thing that makes Parasini happy. No, you can't romance her. Yeah, so I did the ending with the least collateral damage. When I say some people can die depending on how you choose to go about this, I literally mean some people can die. Guns can be fired in Ananias' office. There's lots of different things. But I played the straight route. Literally, this is how long it can take you to get a pass. Otherwise, you can get a pass right away, literally with the smuggling thing in like 5 seconds. But this is the longer way. The more morally upright way. Yeah. Oh, she is hot. Lily, you do have good taste. Alright, so now we finally get to go to Peak 15 to follow behind Matriarch Benezia. So here we are going to the garage, and the garage will take us in there. Do a quick save. Okay, level up. Do that. I'm gonna need that. Okay. Save one more time. The more morally upright way takes like 40 minutes longer in not being smugglers. Yep.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I do like how there's a ton of women who are in security in Noveria. Even in the game in 2007, they still did that. And there's other women in power leading military stuff in other locations too. So, yay.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
The more morally upright way also can involve kissing up to Ananias. Alright, here we go. I wonder what's gonna happen. Cutscene. Oh no, the Geth are here! Who would have guessed?
So that's what the Asari had in the crates.
So, the suspiciously heavy packages that the Asari were carrying in with Matriarch Benezia were packages that contained Geth. Yup. Fucking destroyer. I'm so glad I am fighting a ton of biotics. I love how Lily has literally gone through and Star Trekified every single main thing in here.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
And there's Matsuo.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
The Asari bitch came with a bunch of cargo. They were probably packed in those.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
Okay, I agree with the Sama for Benezia. She deserves a Sama. Very high title of respect in Japanese.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Dun dun dun. So, we're going to Peak 15 with a bunch of Asari commandos who can throw us with their mind, and a bunch of Geth! Great! This is gonna be a nice, safe visit to Peak 15. There won't be any problems at all. We're not gonna be in danger at all. Alright, here we go. Let's get to Peak 15. Get to see the planet's surface, which will be fun. Out into that awful snowstorm. Ew, snow. gross. Oh, they updated the graphics on this. I can see it already. Oh, ain't that sexy. Snow. Refuse a morally upright approach involves kissing up to him. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you define morally upright. I think every single way to get a pass, there's a little bit of to it. I did the most upright way, which was get Ananias jailed. Go behind his back. Oh, yum. Look at that texture. I hope it shows. My streaming, I've tried to boost the quality again. I realized that Streamlabs had downplayed some of the settings from when I first started streaming, and that some of my Mass Effect videos weren't quite on the quality level I wanted. So I tried to boost the quality up again. I hope it's working. What could possibly go wrong, says Jaya. Exactly. Nothing's gonna go wrong at all. Oh, yummy. Oh, this is sexy. Graphics are sexy, though. Dumps the snow on Silas to get you colder. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Alright, here we go. We're gonna start getting shot at. Alright, and see in the distance, that's fun. Oh, they made it even, like, foggier and cloudier. Oh, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Alright, time to get the Geth are out here. And I have fought these Geth entirely on foot before for shits and giggles. In the original version of Mass Effect, as I recall, you got more XP points if you fought things and killed things on foot, so I'd kill everything on foot. I tested that in this version, and I saw the same XP whether I was on foot or not. So I don't know if I remembered wrong or they changed things in the Legendary Edition's leveling system. I think it's the latter. I'm sort of sad because killing things on foot is so much fun. But I will kill things in the Mako because it goes faster, so you guys won't watch me like fucking shooting things for forever. Alright, now I gotta hear more about that mountain base, Lily. Oh yeah, this looks fun. I like how this looks. I'm so happy. Like, technically, the Legendary Edition did minimal effort to revamp these games. Since they kept the same cutscenes, the same everything, they just, you know, basically added more textures. But I am easily happy, and I cannot complain to getting things a little bit prettier. Because this is prettier. Okay, I'm gonna get the shit that they dropped driving backwards. A movie with multiple ski chases. Multiple ski chases, because one isn't enough. Okay, now I want to fucking watch. There's not enough skiing around. I say as someone who lives in a state where everybody is a fucking ski bum. I am not as much of a ski bum as some people can be, but I'm still a ski bum. Been skiing since I was a toddler, y'all. Oh, this is cool. Look at the window panes. Oh, this is fun. Oh no, more Geth. Oh no. They somehow brought a fucking Geth armature along. Alright. Lily's just making me more and more interested in the movie. I will definitely have to check it out. Hello, armature. Dying. Okay, I think my decryption skills are too low for everything, but we'll still go out anyway. Oh, the one, right, the Bond gets married one. Lily gonna get me into an entire franchise. Darn Lily. Yep, decryption skills too low. No, Robohorse. Robohorse is dead, but there will be many more. No, I love you, John. Oh, look at those walls. That's sexy. Asexuals don't want sex. We want good graphics on video games. So long as there's not exploitation. But, you know. Okay, here we go. Keep on driving. Cool location. All the mountains. And ice. And yet another pass. And more death. Shooty, shooty. Oh, yes. Look at the lighting, guys. Sorry, I'm pausing just to look at the lighting. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, I'm happy. You know what I could do? I can be this sort of lame-o. Do this. Take a photo. Because I am the dumbass like this. Okay. Aw, you're too nice, Light. Thank you. I'm glad to have all you guys here. It's so wonderful to hang out with you guys. Makes me happy. That's cool. The see-through, you can sort of see the glass of another research facility through there. It's amazing what just a little bit of graphic updating can do to a location. And the tower. I do not need to loot everything. I have more than enough loot. Shooty, shooty. Dude, you do not know how many photos I take when I am playing not on a stream. You guys are seeing the streamlined version. Oh, see, and there's peak 15. You can see that in the distance. That's cool. Oh, yes. I am in the heart of the storm, and I am enjoying it. Yeah, that caffeine definitely kicked in. Oh, yeah, I love this. This is so cool. Oh, yes! There are some fun designs in these games. Photo modes are a great invention. They know what sluts we are for how things look. I already took so many screen caps in Mass Effect before this was available. They knew what their customer wanted. And there's the peak. There it is. I say as I almost drive off the edge. Which, by the way, does immediately kill you. Surprise, surprise. Okay. There is a flaming vehicle right there. And my map says that there are enemies waiting for me just inside. Haha, yeah, exactly, Silas, exactly. This isn't worrisome. So, time to get screwed over with peak 15. And it's fun because since it's built into the base of the mountain, it's basically carved into the mountain. So even though you have glass windows, right outside the glass is just the ice in which it's been carved. Sort of fun. Yep. And we will get shot at. Very shooty. I do sometimes die during this one. Because of that fucking juggernaut! Okay, dudes, kill the juggernaut right now. Yep. So much for getting into cover back there. Let's try that again. Juggernaut, come at me. Come at me, bruh! Not like I want it to charge me. Come on, gang, let me die. Okay, that was on the gang's mechanism. Now is it gonna come at me? I'm trying to get it to come at me out of cover. Fine. Be that way. Kill other people in the meantime. Rex. Over by being rushed. It's very sad. But hey, if the game wants to like be weird, I will not complain. More combat issues with the legendary, or I'm used to higher levels, or with the re-leveling that they've done with the new game, or the AI didn't get fixed or something. I remember the AI charging me a bit more softly, so I don't know why it isn't charging me. But hey, it makes it easier to defeat, so can I really complain? Take care of that charging dude. Oh, charging dude took out Rex. How dare you?
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Hear that, biohazard?
We will need to get the reactors back online.
Wonder what biohazard is going on. Biohazard. I'm giggling. Nope, Rex will not die under my command. Give him a hug later on.
I hate the cold.
Right. Turians and,
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Turians and Krogan live in warmer environments, so they grumble in cold environments if you take them to cold places. So don't bring either Garrus or Rex along with you in cold places, or they will be grumpy. Sorry, Rex, I need you. For your biotics. Because I'm fighting a bunch of biotic people, so, yep. Okay, and more enemies. Here we go. Maybe we'll figure out what biohazard means. Okay. Let me duck. Here's the end. Watching that get flail in the air out of the corner of my vision was very entertaining. on a, glitch. I'm glitching. That is slightly unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna... I can't save. We'll hope that the glitch goes away.
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
There's the biohazard! Oh good, we are no longer glitching because they are somewhat of a pain to fight. Okay. So, anybody pay very close attention to the lore dumping from earlier streams? Do you have any guess what these bug-like creatures could be? Not as...
What were those?
Damned if I know, but someone on this mountain does.
Interesting that Rex doesn't know. Because, yep, exactly, Silas. Those are Rachni! Weird. I thought those were extinct. I thought they were extinct when a Krogan killed them. What are the Rachni doing? Suddenly alive and in this facility. Yep, that's exactly what shit's going down. So for people who might not remember, basically, the Krogan, the big boys, like that dude is right there in front of me, the Krogan fought against these insect-like creatures, sentient creatures, by the way, and drove them off, and they were the Rachni, and the Rachni Wars was a long time ago. And the Rachni were supposedly all killed. Supposedly. Waiting for it to vent. Yes, we're making Among Us references. Come on. There it is. Sorry, I'm taking all the suspense out. That thing has totally jump-scared me in previous playthroughs. They make that venting look much smoother in the animation than the old one. Alright, awesome. So Star from Justice League, I am not familiar with that, so I don't know. I mean, I'm familiar with Justice League, but not that specific name drop. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It was something around like 2,500 years ago, I think, if my lore remembers correctly. It was a long time ago. Alright, Peak 15 has been overrun by Rachni. And you do not want those things to get close to you.
Shepard, that is a backup power system for the station mainframe.
So whack it. Turn this thing on.
Holy shit, they revamped this location. This location looks so much better than the original. Holy shit. Oh man, this looks good.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Oh man, this looks good. Oh dudes, this looks good. So we go to Peak 15 and it has no power. That's not good. It's overrun in Rachni and it has no power. And, as you'll notice, the doors won't open for me either. Darn. And so here's the core area where the virtual intelligence is. And we're gonna have to do some shit. So let's talk to the virtual intelligence. The difference in this world between a virtual intelligence and an artificial intelligence is that virtual intelligences are like programmed things, and artificial intelligence are, you know, free thinking. And artificial intelligences are illegal. This is just a VI. Attempt manual. Okay, I used to have this puzzle completely memorized. Let's see if I... Yep, it's a puzzle. Okay. Trying to remember what the rules were to this puzzle. I do not remember what the rules were to this puzzle. Obviously. I know it has something to do with toggling back and forth, but I do not remember what the rules were. Yep, I do not remember what the rules were. Because I always do this by puzzle. We're gonna go back and restart it. Whoops, wrong button. Yep. Exactly so light. Rex falling down. Okay. Up game. Thanks, game. I think the game is... Yep, the game glitched on me. Let's see if that magically does it. That's even worse. Yeah, that's a glitch. We're gonna exit and reload, although I'm assuming it's just gonna go back to the exact same glitch, in which case I'll have to go back to my last save. That's quite a glitch. I have never seen that one before. There, get some more light on my face since it's starting to get dark. Por favor, por favor, por favor. Boo! Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew. Thankfully, I didn't lose anything by saving right out here. And this is why y'all fucking autosave! Okay, I'm gonna chill right here for a minute because I want to do a quick pee. So I will be right back. You can all just gaze in awe at my glorious, sexy shepherd. BRB. Won't be long. Let's try not to fucking glitch again and let's see what happens. Rex, get out. If Rex is the cause of my glitching, then I will be grumpy. Okay, where's the other button?
I hate the cold.
Too bad, buddy. Heh, Rex is in the way. Okay, we're getting out and then kicking Rex out. I think that's the issue, is I've never seen characters actually be able to walk in the core with you, so I think that the freaking game is like doing that. Okay, no one follow me. No one follow me. Stay! Stay. Stay. Okay. See if I fucking remember this. If I remember the freaking rules to Core 3. There we go. I like the trumpet fanfare.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Hi, VI. Crap, a pop-up. I'm sorry, that's just such a good dialogue thing.
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
One moment, please. Service record confirmed. Due to the current emergency, you are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I still need to play through the Halos. Now that it's finally gotten a PC port, I'm so excited. I've been meaning to play Halo for like fucking forever.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Oh darn. The tramway. The train is out of order too. Everything is out of order.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Ooh, dude, John, sounds like you gotta play it now that it's been a few years. And yeah, that's totally fair, Lily. It seems like you and I are sort of different on what type of gameplays we prefer. I feel like Halo's gonna be a gameplay that I will be interested in. So if I get to it, I'm sure everyone will hear. Hopefully I'll enjoy it as much as I think I will.
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Darn it, I've got to be a repair technician. Boo!
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Alright, so now that she's told me the two things that I need to fix before I can get to my location, I'm gonna ask about what the fuck is going on, why is everything shut down, and why is everything not working?
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Thanks for telling me nothing.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
The Rachni.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
But you guys are gonna pretend that you can't tell me.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, so now let's do all the repair work.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Oh, yeah, but. Okay. Save before I die, because yes, we're about to be attacked. Ooh, that's so cool looking though. I'm gonna get distracted by this instead of the attack. All fucking Rachni. Yeah. Oh, thank God I brought biotics with me.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Ah, scheisse. Don't fucking
User
kill me,
alert.
buttfaces.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Hey, my bud. Don't fucking kill me.
Good as new.
Yeah, they spit at you, and so you don't want them close. But they also rush you, because they like to be close. Speaking of being rushed. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty good analogy. Yeah, one of the things that I like about Rex, going back to what Light said about Rex not being a himbo, is he's very brilliant.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergent.
And his analytical personality really comes back into the plot throughout the entire series, which is great. His analyticalness is part of what makes him such an important character in the franchise. Because he's really got a grasp about what's going through with his species and talking about how much shit is really going down and how it's unacceptable. Wonder how old Rex is. Several hundred years for sure. I don't remember how old Rex
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Okay, we're gonna survive this one. Just one more buggy bug. Alright, we did it. Yeah, the Krogan were brought in to take care of the Rachni for a reason. Oh yeah.
Online. How may I assist you?
Light, you are so valid. Hahaha! B or T? Are you gonna mix them together? Just kidding. Okay, so we're here to get the landlines back online.
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities. This when emergency protocols were implemented. Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Where's the fucking button? I thought it was just that terminal that you fixed things. I thought it was just that terminal where you fix things. But checking. Yeah, that has to be it.
Online. How may I assist you?
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need...
That's all I need
Very
right now.
well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down.
Thanks, map.
In accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Whisk tea. Oh my gosh.
Online. How may
That's all I need right now.
Wrong button.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
No, log me back in.
Online. How may I assist you?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Why are you not doing it? Because I feel like I just did that. We're gonna go away and come back and see if that somehow magically changes things. I feel like the whisk tea, the alcohol
User alert.
would have
Main reactor
very
shut down
much
in accordance with
ground
emergency
over the
containment procedures. Manual restart required.
And then the other thing I have to do is...
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
I can go here and do my other task to get things online. and I realize it's already been 2 hours in, and we're nowhere close to finishing the Noveria mission. So maybe I'll just make it
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
I'll make it
Manual restart
to the
required.
tram and then maybe call it a night. Depends on how much you guys want me to do things.
User alert.
Once you
Landline
guys
connections are disabled.
want
Passenger
me to
trams
stop,
are
I will.
offline.
Okay. And yeah. They can come at you from both chambers. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Biotic people.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Speaking of being charged.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Silas, go an hour maybe. Martini. I am appreciating these puns, yo. That is the way of life. Pun through life. I love it. Whether or not it's a good idea, the pun is always a good idea. Like, it's always a good Bye-bye.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Yay, I got
Manual
it.
restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
There's usually one bitch that can snipe you right back behind there. Yep, there it is. No, it's not a snipe. I thought it was a snipe. Why did I think it was a snipe? Oh, there's the snipe. Duck! That was stupid.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, there we go. Ah!
User
Fun
alert.
as a Vanguard in the
Landline
original.
connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
There's another reason why I don't tend to play a straight snipe, because as you can see in some of these battles, only being a sniper really fucks you over. You have to be able to do close range. Okay, so we fixed the fuel lines. So that's half the task. We can go to the top room and snag some loot. Because why not loot away? Unfortunately, not the musical type of loot.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Loot a loot. Steal a loot. Okay, lots of decryption stills too low. Is there anything I can get? Too low. That's fine. And none of y'all have decryption. Okay. And just boost my health, become an increasingly bad girl. There we go. Cool. Yeah, the pistols are OP anyway, which is sort of nice. Hacking into these things is useful. You get extra info, but whatever. I always have mixed opinions about Mass Effect's shotguns in the first game as well. But that could just be me. They're not bad. Not like the wibbly
User
wobbly.
alert.
Okay, here's
Online. How may I assist you?
Okay.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Okay.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
F flight. F. Big F to the fighty. Trying to kill a crime boss lady. Oh, Helena Blake. That one. Oh, right. Another Rachni. Of course. Yeah, Helena Blake is something. You didn't let her live?
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Okay, let's see if somehow the landline thing
now exiting to
does
the roof.
different things. I
User
swear all
alert.
you're supposed to do is
Landline
just click that
connections
little
are
fucking
disabled.
button and it does
Passenger
shit.
trams are offline.
So you got shotgun back, but I don't have enough shotgun levels? Yeah, gotcha. Oh, there's the fucking button. I am fucking dumb as fuck. There's the fucking button. Okay. There we are. There's the repairs. We got all the repairs, so now we can get into peak 15. So now I gotta ask you guys, since it has been 2 hours, do you want me to enter peak 15 and start doing that shit, or do you want me to leave that for the next stream? Because I swear there's actually quite a bit of stuff after this. Like, there's a lot of stuff after this. So we could let it be the next stream and make next stream Noveria Part 2, or if you want me to keep on going, I can still keep going. I mean, she's fun to kill. In my playthrough for this game here, she's alive. So, you'll end up seeing what happens with her when she's alive, maybe, depending on what I do stream in Mass Effect 2. So, Light says I can go either way, and Lily says I can be done about now. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like this is a good stopping point. Well, we'll get to the trams. We're not quite to the trams. Actually, you know what? Let's save here and actually call it here, because there's still even more stuff before we get to the trams. So, next stream, there is a full 2 hours content to do it. So, I'll just let it be. I'm gonna keep you guys updated about whether or not I'm even going to stream next Wednesday. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to stream next Wednesday, so I'll keep you guys updated on Discord. If I don't stream Wednesday, I will still stream Saturday. So just so you'll know. So, Light says I'd probably bring Caden and Rex to this, because Caden's... Yeah, it is useful. So the reason why I'm bringing Liara is 300% for dialogue. The fact that we're tracking down Matriarch Benezia means that having Liara along changes a whole lot of dialogue and makes it more interesting. So I always bring Liara with me entirely for the dialogue. So you could bring, like, Liara and Caden would be another option. So, yeah. I mean, not to choose how you do or do not play. Just if you want to play the game for the dialogue, you do miss a lot without Liara. Granted, it's interesting to see what happens when Liara isn't there, but it's definitely lengthier and beefier when she's there. So, yeah, there we go. I will call that a stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. always have so much fun doing this and hanging out with you guys. And yeah, we will continue the Noveria missions with the next one. I feel like if I talk anymore, I'm going to start repeating myself. So, yep, light, but Rex has to eat him dialogue. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so one thing you can do, actually, is you can do the first half of the mission with a character, and you can always just pop back into the Normandy and get a new squad mate. There's that, too. Yeah, it was so wonderful you to join, too, John. It was wonderful to actually get to talk to you and meet you officially. So, you guys all have a good one, and hope I can chat with all of you guys later. Bye!